Oh, it's a patriotic metal monthly, 'cause it's July for Canada and America. Metal Monthly July. Ah, yes, another month. Time advances on, we move ever closer to the grave, and I'm bringing you another Metal Monthly. Hey, it's Banger's monthly metal show where we take a look at what's coming out, and I tell you about some little gems that I'm really excited about. As always, you can support us on Patreon to keep fun stuff like this coming out, where we just try and get you to listen to bands and try and show you bands and try and make sure bands all, can keep eating. And if you like me eating, because clearly I need to, head on over to Twitch. You can watch me play video games and listen to albums like these. But enough chit chat, let's get to some music. So, just a rundown of some bigger things coming out this month, and July things get a little thinner, so you'll probably be seeing reviews for a bunch of these. And to prove that, well, the first thing I want to mention is a bot released Outstrider on Season of Mist that marked Sam's glorious return to the Banger Hangar. We all miss him being around, so it's nice when he pops in to do a review. We've also got a bunch of bigger releases. Immortal Bird is releasing Thrive on Neglect on 20 spin. Releasing, well, you've caught me again because we're recording this before July 5th, but that came out July 5th. Batushka, in this whole madness, is releasing Hossbody on Metal Blade July 12th, and you can catch Sarah looking at that and looking at the other Batushka and figuring out what's going on with this whole mess in a video coming up. Tomb Mold is releasing Planetary Clairvoyance on 20 spin July 19th. We're all excited for that out of Toronto. Wormed is releasing the Metal Portal EP on Season of Mist July 19th, and Possessor is releasing Gravelands on APF Records July 26th. And just one little quick mention from me, it's not a big band, it's a very small band. Vomit Angel is releasing Imprint of Extinction on Iron Bonehead. It's too weird of a record for me to include it in the full list, but I hope you'll check it out because they're very funny guys. But hey, let's get on to my picks, and hey, I'm gonna try and have more fluid motion in my arms so you can't call me C-3PO anymore. Look at that, C-3PO couldn't do that. Robot got an upgrade. So, up first, I'm really going into the deep end with this one. I'm so pumped for this record. Cult of Extinction is releasing Ritual in the Absolute Absence of Light on Iron Bonehead June 19th. Have a listen. So yes, we're enjoying some German war metal as we stare into this portal of badness. So normally I would keep something like war metal private because normally it's a very niche genre that not a lot of people can listen to and enjoy. It's weird, it's a weird time, but this record somehow manages to keep all the brutality of a normal war metal band, but somehow make it kind of more listenable without sacrificing any of that. I don't know how this random dude did it, and I call him a random dude because he just goes by Void and there's no pictures of him, which in today's modern metal world, hey, if you want to not say anything and cover your face so I don't have to deal with any nonsense, I'm all for it. This is really cool. There's a layer of like gauze over the whole album that I think adds to the listenability while the brutality blasts away underneath, and there's a little bit more mix-up than a lot of war metal stuff. There's some different kind of vocals, and there's even some nice D-beat gallops, Once again, fluid motions. So, moving slightly over, Carnal Tomb is releasing Abhorrent Veneration on Testimony Records July 26th. Check that out. So yeah, we've now stepped slightly over from the war metal into just some nice German death metal. It's got a really great old school feel to the thing. I know we're all gonna be listening to that Tomb Mold record this month, but hey, if you're on board with that record, you're gonna be on board with this record. Really cool. I do like that they're not afraid to slow down. It's Hooded Menace adjacent. It never quite crosses over into Death Doom, but it's on the border, looking over, shaking hands, and so you know that's gonna be way, way, way up my alley. And there's also some cool, weird little programming, electronic nonsense, occasionally used very sparingly in the album, but it's cool. One of them sounds like a dental drill, it's unsettling, and hey, who doesn't want to be unsettled in their death metal? And the cover gets you ready for it. Gross, grimy, by Skullvalder? I don't know how to say it, but I like what it looks like. Canvas, brushstrokes, boom, let's do this. So we covered war metal, we covered death metal, so now we need some black metal to balance everything out. You were complaining that we're not covering enough black metal. Well, don't worry, we're always gonna talk about black metal. We love black metal. Sometimes we're just waiting for some juicy black metal, and we got that here with False Portent on Gilead Media. It came out July 1st, woo, Canada, so you can already get it. So it is black metal, but it's of the more experimental kind of vein. We've got a phenomenal cover by Mariusz Lewandowski, the guy who did the Bell Witch cover. Hey, anyone wants to use this guy's artwork, get on it. It makes an amazing cover. No one's gonna complain. Everyone's gonna be like, damn, grab a copy of that. So I do have to say a quick good on you to Enrique Saganarga. He hit me up with this. He does PR for you guys. And hey, this is how you do it. He messaged me. He said, hey Blaine, there's a band I do PR for. I think it's right up your alley specifically. It's coming out. It's not an EP or something. This is an album. It's being released in a while. You can do something with it. Here you go. I listened to it and I was like, hell yeah, I'll do something with it because this is great. It's got some cool soaring guitars. It really mixes things up a little bit. It's still super black metal. It still comes across as black metal, but there's some different stuff in there. There's some cool things going on. It sounds a little different than everything coming out, and it kind of reinvigorated me because I've been feeling a little black metaled out lately because sometimes the genre can be a little stale. Not in this case. If you want some black metal, it's getting out there. Check out False. So it's been intense so far. Heavy music, scary stuff, but I've been talking too fast. So let's slow down, let's relax, let's take a deep breath and listen to some Shades of Deep Water, Death Threshold on Dunkelt Productions, July 25th. So, yes, we've got some Funeral Doom out of Finland. Normally, I don't talk about Funeral Doom either because, again, it can be a little isolating. It's like, hey, do you like Doom? Do you think Doom is too fast? Well, hey, we found a way to make Doom slower. So, starting off, we've got a nice painted cover by Civ Bell out of Canada. I love when guys with a painted cover on their album. Paints, it's just nice, it's organic, it's good. And organic goes well with Funeral Doom because you've really got to feel the music, and that's what's really good about this record. It's really great at finding something that sounds good and just letting you sit in it, letting it build, letting you enjoy a nice riff. You know, Funeral Doom can be tricky because sometimes it can be a little boring, but if there's just a good sound going on, you can really get into it. There's not a lot of vocals on the record to get in the way, and when they are there, they're kind of really blended nicely in with the track, so you can, it's just great comatose music. Just put it on and be like, everything is ending. The world has like 5 years left before it's a ball of fire, and I'm okay. So, after all the weirdo stuff, we've got something with a little broader appeal. Our palate cleanse for the month is Enforced at the Walls on War Records, July 19th. Have a listen. So, go. This is some crossover thrash out of a surprisingly prosperous, in terms of art, town, Richmond, Virginia. This is clearly the crossover renaissance that we're going through right now is still strong. You know, the Power Trip really kind of revitalized this genre, and we're getting all these great records. This record is a combination of the 2 EPs this band has released, kind of the demos, so we finally have a nice juicy record to sink our teeth into, full length, and boy, it's a total blast. Really gets up to speed, you get going, boom, 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 you're all stoked. And the vocalist is just going for it the whole time, and it's just music that gets me pumped. I always like to include something that just really is good at getting you pumped up because, you know, maybe you gotta go work out, maybe you work a physical job, or maybe you're just getting ready to party. Any of those things, this is great for. Put it on, play it loud, have fun, and hey, that's been Metal Monthly for the month. I'm always happy bringing you guys these things. So hey, support us on Banger so I can keep churning out records at you and we can keep metal going strong. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see C3PO do that. Boom.